Welcome to another travel edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Honey, I just saw the largest murder of crows I've ever seen in my life all coming across. I guess a lot of cornfields out here. I guess maybe it just could sustain them, but I had to come up here because I know we had to get on the road, but they just kept coming and coming. Thousands.
Wow. Well, speaking of murder, we're in Terre Haute, Indiana, which is the home to the federal penitentiary for death row.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting.
Where'd you
But
get that stat?
On the flip side, it is also home to Indiana State University and the Rose Holman Institute of Technology, both very highly regarded educational institutes. So it's really a diverse area. I didn't know much about it, so I looked it up because I didn't want to just pop in and say,
I like that.
Yeah, so a lot of diversity going on here, which is super cool. A reason to stop by.
I have a good feeling about Terre Haute. I think I knew someone from work in a past career, and they're a great person from Terre Haute. I don't know what it is, but I don't know much about it. But so thank you.
It's a great place to raise a family. There are a lot of museums, children's museums, etc. So with that, let's get right to it about this particular hotel. We're at the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Terre Haute, Indiana. We wheeled in about 6:30 last night, and we're greeted by Carol. And may I first start by saying I had called first, and whoever I spoke with, which I later found out was Carol, was about the sweetest person I'd ever spoken with on the planet. I could tell right away she was going to welcome us. And then when we got here, she welcomed us. She chatted with us. I mean, she was just such a beautiful face for entering Terre Haute, Indiana.
Just a sweetheart. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I will say this too. I'll add, when you called, I said, boy, that person sounds great. She probably brought us to this hotel because of that. Right?
Exactly. We had a different plan, and we could have stopped a little bit earlier, a little bit later, but we do like to try to stay in places where we feel more welcome and etc. Now, one thing that was kind of interesting when we pulled up, there were very few cars. So I don't think this is a destination. I think it's more of a stopover, but I could be wrong. So if you know differently, don't hesitate.
Well, let me just add too, the parking lot's full now. So we came in early. This is a stop. You know, people are all making a long trek, and it's on the highway here. So I think a lot of people do just crash here for the night.
Right. So let's get right to that. It's literally on the highway. You can see it out there, making it a wonderful location if you are driving through. So as far as location goes for driving through as a stopover for the night, which is what we're using it for, I give it 5 pearls on that. And then we'll get right to the sleepability. Now, one thing that was so sweet about Carol, she did note that we are ambassador level, and we don't always get the recognition, which is fine, and we rarely will even ask for an upgrade, especially in a lower end hotel, because the upgrades don't really mean too much. But she offered it up right away and told us that we were the first guests to sleep on a brand new bed. And I'm going to tell you, it was super comfortable. And, you know, I'm such a pillow snob, so I won't grade the pillows. I think they were probably perfect for you, Jeffrey.
Must have been, but yeah, they were great. But the mattress, they have a mattress topper that was great. She said they did all new mattresses here in the hotel, by the way, recently.
Love that.
And the mattress was fantastic, so I slept really well.
Excellent. And just so you can see this room, it doesn't have a room separation with a door, but it does have a separate living area. And she did say this is the largest suite. So if you are coming to the Fairfield Inn in Terre Haute and you want a little more space, this is the room to ask for, which is their larger suite, is what they call it.
Now she did say they're upgrading everything, Karen, not to interrupt you, but because you know, they're doing the showers and the tubs are being done next.
Oh, nice.
And you can tell, you know, this is old school furniture.
Yes.
I mean, this hotel, everything's pretty much old school. I knew when I keyed the door, it was an old school lock.
Right.
But that being said,
the television sets and the bed are brand new.
Yeah, that's really nice.
2 humongous TV sets for
kind of funny. We're not big TV watchers, but a huge one here and a huge one here.
Yeah. And I think half of it is filled with TV screens.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you gotta love that. So anyway, I didn't hear a word outside. I did hear somebody in the hallway milling about or some clicking, but I can't really say that anything disturbed me as far as sound. So for quietude and sleepability with this brand new bed, I'll give it 5 pearls.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
that's incredible.
I know.
Well, you know, I woke up in the middle of the night at 1:30 because there was some snow coming down. I think there was maybe a plow or something going on,
Yeah.
but so I woke up to that and I looked out. But I was listening, so I agree with you. I was listening. I couldn't really hear the highway or hear anybody else in the hotel, so it was really quiet. The bed
Yeah.
was comfortable, so yeah, I don't
Right.
disagree. Great night's sleep.
And that was the first thing Jeffrey said to me, is that it was snowing. So that's why I have my cozy pullover on. And for those of you who know me, this is faux fur. I shouldn't have to say that, but every now and again I'll get somebody who will be like, oh my gosh, why are you wearing fur? I would never wear anything that was ever alive before, nor would I eat it. I don't even kill spiders. I bring them outside. We don't hurt the mice. We are huge animal lovers. Anyway, faux fur, but I have it on because from here we're heading right outside into the cold.
And we got to get rolling. So then
We do.
the last thing, well, this last 2 things. So cleanliness. I mean, this place is old and it's being upgraded, but I think they did a nice job, right? I know you're pretty tough on cleanliness.
I found the place, it's old, so you can't change old, but it is immaculate. And, you know, I always look around to see, did they dust here, which they did? Did they wipe down that, which they did? Everything was really clean. I mean, if I had to make a complaint, there's a twist tie on the floor. I'm not sure if Jeffrey picked it up.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Because they had just put these TVs in. Now that to me was a bit of a no-no, and the toilet seat was up. Maybe they leave them up after cleaning, or maybe the person who fixed the TV went to the bathroom. I wasn't sure, so that made me just slightly uncomfortable on the cleaning. So I'm gonna give the cleaning, I'm gonna give them a 4, which I think is still a really high
Yeah,
mark,
that's fair.
because what was
High
clean
mark
was
for you. Right.
immaculate.
Right.
The inside of the fridge, microwave, etc.
And
So
the last thing being the coffees. So 1 to 5 pearls. I already know what you're gonna say because you said it was fantastic. It was great coffee. So these, you know, what I love about the lower end hotels too, the coffees are 24/7. So I can go down there early in the morning. The coffee's piping hot and ready. And it was a nice blend. It was great. It was,
show them the bathroom real quick.
yeah, I'm doing a quick
It's old school.
old school bathroom. Yeah, you know. So that being said, it's all being upgraded. But
Do not drop your wedding ring in the tub because it's old school with the big open drain there. So if you do stop here and your rings are loose, be really careful or take them off before you go in. So outside of that, this is, you know, if you're stopping by and if you're driving through, you're gonna feel really welcome. They have a free breakfast down there. The coffee was fantastic, as Jeffrey said. Again, this is not a Ritz-Carlton. This is a Fairfield Inn and Suites, and it's an older one. So keep all of that in mind. If those things don't matter to you and you're just looking for a safe place to stop and put your head down, you know, this is perfectly fine for that. Shout out to you once again, Carol. You were just beyond welcoming and lovely, and you made our stay here, honestly. So whoever owns this hotel, she's a gem. Make sure you keep her. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from Terre Haute, Indiana, the Fairfield Inn.